Welcome back to another episode of Sleep Smart and Dream Big. Today we're going to look into the impact on travel on our good and restorative sleep. So whether we travel for business purposes, whether we travel for pleasure, we still often end up with a shitty night of sleep because we have a tough time getting adjusted to the new environment. So I call this first night syndrome in a new hotel. We rather have a really terrible sleep if we don't adjust our routines, rituals to the new environment. What kind of influencing factors do we have for a good night's sleep when we look at the sleep environment? So, in the new hotel room, you probably have a different climate. So temperature regulation is one of the key things for a good night's sleep. We might have different air quality. We might have different light environments. If you look at the hotel rooms around the world, they all have LEDs hidden somewhere. Then you might have a different bed with a different hardness of the surface, a different pillow, which always cracks me up. And then you might have a different smell of the room. So, what can you do differently in order to not suffer from the first night syndrome? Number one, if you travel across time zones, you want to proactively work on your jet lag. If we travel westbound, it's most of the time not that hard because we just extend our day for a few hours. But if we travel eastbound, we have a really tough time getting adjusted because we will not fall asleep after a day that was only 14 hours long. So when we are on the plane, we can already work on our jet lag for the upcoming events by, number one, avoiding alcohol. Number two, you want to drink and hydrate throughout the flight. And ideally, you mix a couple of minerals and vitamins into your drink so that your body is well hydrated and ready to go. Three is my favorite. You want to travel in compression gear. I really enjoy a full leg compression tight because the moment I arrive, my legs feel so much lighter and so much more agile because I don't have the backslash of water in my lower extremity. Number four thing that I'd like to recommend is when you travel, you really want to figure out your perfect travel kit. And when I open up my travel kit, it consists of a good earplug that facilitates my own quiet environment even on the plane or upon arrival if I'm at a hotel room where is ambient noise. And the number two thing in my travel kit is really good fitting sleep mask. And now I've been enjoying a new version of a sleep mask that has little cups that really go over my eyes and make it pitch black everywhere I go. I can repeat it, and it really facilitates a good night's sleep even on the plane. So what else can you do to optimize your sleep environment in your hotel destination? Number one is you want to figure out hotels that have a good sleep program where you can choose mattress, where you can choose different stiffnesses of your pillow, or even bring your own pillow. This is what we tell all our athletes. In our hockey national team, everybody's supposed to bring his own pillow so that you have a little bit of home, a little bit of coziness wherever you travel. Another thing that works with a lot of clients is you want to have a fragrance spray that travels with you. It could be either lavender or it could even be pine oil that is quieting the mind. And another thing that also works really well, that you have an app on your smart device which is creating soundscapes. Whether it's white noise machines, whether it's ocean waves or rainforest sounds, that could also help you quieting the mind and facilitating a good night's sleep even while you travel. One more thing that could really help you getting adjusted at your destination is the right sleep clothes. Because you may end up in a destination where it's hotter than your home or it's colder than your home. And you really want to know that beforehand, so choose your pajamas and clothing accordingly. And the sleep clothing line of Dagsmejan can facilitate both for you. If you travel to a hot destination, you can have natural fibers that cool down the body while you sleep, and facilitate a good night's sleep, or whether you travel to a cold destination, you have a comfy, warm merino gear that facilitates warm, restorative sleep. So stay tuned for another episode of Sleep Smart and Dream Big.